Good afternoon, Jake Lampard. No, the boss is actually just you're a bit of a Chelsea boy, aren't you? You made a cut. Whenever we talk to you about goals, and there's usually been a bit of a Frank Lampard reference. I'm gonna tee it up for you. A Jake Gallagher headed goal. Did it have a little bit of Frank about it?
I guess so. Yeah. Arriving late in the box. It's always nice to get on the score sheet. But winning 4-0 and keeping a clean sheet was really important. And the boys, we played well today. We played better, and it could have been a lot more, I think. But to come away with 3 points, especially going to Wrexham and doing so well and being 2-0 at half time and knowing what happened to Barrow previously, the boys done brilliantly.
And what's really struck us about this current run and this current team is just the balance. There are a lot of periods within any season, a lot of football clubs have to put out sides where people aren't in the ideal places and positions. Whatever 11 Gary and James put out at the minute, there is almost a harmony, isn't there? Everybody knows what they're doing. Example being Jim Kellerman slotting in there behind you and Benny today. I mean, that midfield trio worked so well today, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it's credit to the Gaffer and James for what they've done. How they've coached us and how they taught us to play the way they want us to, and to the players for taking it on as well. I mean, like you said, we've got a tight squad, but whoever's used has done brilliantly, and that's such a great thing to have. Like, it doesn't matter who's playing. If you're playing well, you might sit out one game just to rest your legs, and the person coming in and do just as good as a job. So to have that in the squad, and it shows with the run we're on as well, how brilliant it's been working and how well we've done.
Absolutely, couldn't have put it better. That's superb. As far as the defence behind you today as well, I mean, they probably had sterner tests, but nevertheless the concentration from Jake Cole and the positioning, the leadership from Callum and the strength of Will, they all played their part today, didn't they, in securing that result?
Oh yeah, they were different gear. They formed a good partnership early on in the season, and Will sat out for a bit. With Dion coming in, and he left, and Will's come in and done brilliantly next to Callum again. And the two fullbacks, Nicky and Shay, have been brilliant, but then again Stokes was brilliant before Nicky come back in for a few games, and Callum Buckley, when he played, he was outstanding. So you look at that, you've got 6 or 7 players there that have played in the back for the last 5 or 6 games, or say the 9-10 games we've played, and they've been brilliant. So to have that in the squad, knowing, especially the Gaffer knowing and James, that they've got those players there to use them. It doesn't matter who you play out. You know what you're going to get from them.
And Gary hinted in the week in his pre-match interview that he wanted to keep the freshness amongst the wide players, and he did that today. Ments dropping out of the starting 11, obviously getting some good pitch time, but Idris Kanu almost unplayable in the first half, and Sham weighing in with a goal and an assist as well.
Yeah, no, it's like I said before, a squad thing. Everyone's playing their part. It doesn't matter if you're sitting out for a few games. Within a couple of games you're going to be back in the team, and you're going to be scoring goals or assisting goals or doing what you need to do for the team. And again, that showed today, and it showed in the last all season really. Players coming in and out and doing their part, and then sitting back out and coming back in. And we need to continue that for the rest of the season and see what happens.
Gary's mentioned that the challenge at half-time was to show learning from 2 weeks ago, 2-0 up against Barrow, and make sure that he was reassured by 5 o'clock that the lessons had been taken on board. They certainly were. A brief plateau in the match, but then the cherry on the icing on the cake, and a wonderful strike from Matt McClure.
Yeah, it's great. He does it in training. He hits the ball. He can hit it so well. It's such a powerful shot. And it was a matter of time before he'd done something like that in a game. I'm pleased that he's got it as well, because he's had a bit of a tough time with goals. Yeah. And he owns up to that himself. He knows he should be scoring more goals, and he works on it in training. He does. And I think although he's found it hard scoring goals now, he's going to be so important for the rest of the season. I mean, he's played his part coming off from the bench, and he has such a positive attitude for someone that hasn't played so much, especially lately. He's been absolutely brilliant for the squad, and hopefully he can continue that. And when he starts or when he comes on, he can continue to score goals.
I think whenever he is on the pitch, the movement is always bright, and we always create chances. You and I both. I mean, you on the pitch and me in the stands have seen so many strikes from Matt this season. He often hits a ball first time. He hit a couple of absolute sizzlers like that down at Torquay when we drew 0-0. One's hit the post, another one's been tipped behind. So great to see him getting a little bit of good fortune. Jake, we turn our attentions to Tuesday night. For the first time in a long while, we've got a midweek game, and I guess after a 4-0 home win, it's almost like the perfect. All the boxes ticked today. I presume you just can't wait to get back out there again.
It's nice to have a midweek game. Like you said, we haven't had one for a while. So it'll be a bit different for us, what we're used to lately, playing Saturday and Saturday. But we'll be ready for it. Like I said, the whole interview, the squad will be used. So players that weren't involved today will be used Tuesday, I'm guessing. And then again Saturday, another big game. So, we know what we have to do. If we're at it, we know we can beat anyone in this league, and we're going to continue that for the rest of the season, what we have been doing, and hope for the best come the end of the season.
Of course, it's always a tough game against Eastleigh. One way or another, Aldershot Town actually haven't got a win against Eastleigh. You've been here a couple of seasons yourself, but since they returned to this level of football, so no better incentive than to try and get that first win against them on Tuesday night. Just a final thought from you. I know you always do love to mention them. Wonderful support again from the 2,000 today on a cold February day, and I'm sure there'll be significantly more. Would you like to just pay tribute to the fans?
Oh yeah, no, brilliant. The fans have been magnificent all season, and please continue it for the rest of the season, because we're coming up to the hard bit of it and the end, and there's 12 games left, and who knows what can happen, and your support can make the difference. So please keep coming down.
I will add additional one. I know we'll refer away from the league table or whatever, but we're all human beings. We have a look at it. We've sat nestled between 6th and 8th for 2 or 3 months now. Even with an unbeaten run of 9 games, it's difficult to penetrate right up. We would have done today were it not for Dover winning 3-0 against Eastleigh. Does it really matter, or does the only thing that matters is that we're in that top 5 come the final kick of the season?
No, of course, it doesn't matter where you are now, it's where you finish. And, we just got to continue what we're doing. We're in a good place at the moment. We're doing the right things. We're taking on board what the Gaffer and James are saying, and we'll continue that for the rest of the season the best we can.
Great to talk to you after such a good win, and to see you still loving and enjoying your football, Jake. Thanks for joining us. Have a good couple of days, and we'll see you down at Eastleigh.
Cheers, Rob. Thank you.